All right, here we are back again, and we're making progress. So, about this glass here, I think I'm gonna get rid of it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get rid of it. I don't like the clang that it makes, and honestly, it's just gonna complicate the opening and closing mechanism, because then you have to make sure that these are both, that this is all the way down first before you do that. Whereas if you put it like this, then you can just have them both work at the same time, and it just works. So this is what it's going to look like. It's going to go all the way over to the edge there. I do want to finish putting all the little bits and bobs over here on this side. So let's go ahead and get that. No, not that way. There we go. Okay, and then we're going to go with that. Okay. So with that, this is basically done. Go ahead and close this thing, see how it looks. And it's not terrible. It is hitting this and then forcing the back to go up higher. So, I want to try to fix that if I can. I mean, I don't think it's going to be like a huge issue, but it should be relatively easy to fix. And that's not going to let me get into there, so... actually, I can sit here and access the K menu, right? Yeah. Okay. So, pistons, ship lower deck. What we're going to do is we're going to change the minimum distance to like 0.1. And we're going to see how that looks, or how it kind of operates. Okay, so when this thing closes, I want you to pay attention to what hits first. Okay, that actually did a little bit better. There's a small little gap down at the bottom there. But overall, I think that actually worked out nicely. So can we reduce that by like half? Piston ship lower deck. Minimum distance, we're gonna go 0.05 and see how that works. I just want to see if I can... Okay, so that... I mean, you can barely tell that there's even a crack right there at this point. And then we'll take a look at it from the outside. Okay. So we don't have the space there. We don't really have a space under there either. And we don't get that, what's the correct word for it? So it's not like crooked, right? Because I think what happened is when you have it go back all the way, it hits this block on the bottom. And then because it can't pull anywhere past that, and because there's no resistance over here on this side, it forces this side up higher. And so then you get kind of like a crooked look. Wasn't a fan. But, so that's going to be kind of what the bottom of the ship is going to look like. And then we still have to build out the top. We're going to have to figure something out here. I do want to put a rotor up on there. So I'm going to hop over onto the top of this thing and see if I can get that rotor in there. And I might actually move the button out here. Yeah, probably like right here. And then we'll get rid of this one. And throw that there. And then, let me see, button. Yeah. That way it's just easier to hit, or easier to reach, I should say. All right, and then we need ship pistons, lower deck, and reverse. Okay. So now, I mean, it is going to stick out a little bit more, but at the same time, it's like I don't have to like reach up like into the plates or whatever to get to it. And it doesn't really stick out that much. So I'm actually kind of okay with it. And then under here, we are going to do heavy blocks, or heavy armor, I should say, just to kind of protect this, because like you get shot through here and it's just going to go straight through. So we are going to need a little bit more protection on there, but for now, I'm not going to worry about it. And then we'll hop back up. Okay, so there it is. That is the hangar pretty much done. I could... yeah, let's actually do that. So we're going to throw another button on here. If you want to throw a computer on there, Mr. Build and Repair System, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. All right, and then for this, we're going to grab the rotor. Okay. So rotor hangar door. And then we're going to have that be on here as a reverse. So you hit this button, and it gets all that out. You hit this out, and then now you can drive your ship out of here. And then that way we can build the full at least 2 blocks of height in here, and we're not going to hit that glass at all. And because that glass is actually within this block here, we can actually build directly on top of here going out, and it should still be fine. So then we go in here, we hit this button, that button, and then everything closes again. And I wonder if I should speed that up. Okay, so let's try this again. Yeah, that's a little faster. Yeah, I think that'll work. I mean, I could go even faster if I really wanted to, just to kind of like sync these two up. And then honestly, I could group these together and just have them both reverse at the same time. That'd be kind of cool. Have everything controlled by just one button. I'm not worried about the meteor storm, especially with everything that I've got. So we've got our battery pill going here. That block, or that battery right there, is not in the correct position. So where are those guys? Oh, geez, they're over there. Okay. Yeah, I'm not too worried about them. Okay, so grouping these all together, I think I can do that, and we'll just, yeah, we should be able to do that. So let's sit here, access the K menu. Okay, so then the hangar door, so this would be the pistons for the ship lower deck, and then the rotor for the hangar door. We're just gonna change this to be the door. Okay, so then we've got the 4 pistons. Okay, and then we also need the rotor hangar door. We'll save that as well. And then with those both being on there at the same time, we only need the 1 button, and then we're going to change this guy. All right, so then ship lower deck. Yeah, so then we'll throw this in here and then have this. Is there not a reverse? Can we not reverse both? Is that not a thing that we can do? Really? I mean, why can't we do that? I mean, they both have a reverse function. Okay. Okay, so door, ship, lower deck. Oh, when you combine them together, you don't get the thing. Okay, so I guess we do have to have this separated. And then this one we can just delete. And then, let me see, go back in here and then unselect that one. Or we can just reselect these ones. And then Well, then I gotta rename it to the same thing it was. Pistons, ship, lower deck. Okay. And then this should have just the 4 pistons and not the rotor. Okay. Which then means that we need to put the button back on here again. I mean, it's not like a huge thing, just a little annoying, but you know, it's whatever. We will make it work. Okay, rotor, hangar door, and reverse. Wait, why did that just have a 2 on there? Did you see that? Like, what's with the 2 here? It's weird. I mean, so that's doing its thing. Yeah, I got nothing, man. Got nothing. Okay, so we wanted to go back up onto the top here, and then move forward, and then see what we want to do down here. Okay. So we've got this kind of out here. That's going to be where it ends at. Okay, so then we're probably going to need... Yeah, just going in here. Yeah, it's not going to let me get in there, can it? Okay. So I'm not going to worry about that yet. Actually, I think I am going to have to worry about that. Okay. As long as I'm over here, pick up the scrap. Pick up this scrap. Is there any more scrap? Scrappy scrap? No? Okay. Okay, so we've got this kind of being like a roundy type thing. Now, how do I want to handle this? Okay, so we do need to get the conveyor tubes, or that whole system, to go into the front and kind of up. We can't really do... I mean, maybe we can. Okay, I'm going to try something. It's going to require me breaking this thing down again, which means that I'm going to need to empty my inventory. Okay. I don't need that many of those. I'll throw that in there as well. Okay. And then I need to get up onto the ice. All right, and now let's get this thing broken down again. Hopefully that doesn't fix or try to fix itself before I can get this all emptied. Okay. So that's that. Okay, so now the thing is, can we get a tube in here to go up to this level while still staying out of the way of all of this? And I think we can. I'm probably gonna have to rotate that down, which means you're gonna have to stop that guy rotating as well. Do I want to do a... Yeah, okay, so... Yeah, so we'll throw in a box here. And then we'll throw this guy in here to cover that up. And then we'll put the thruster back on there. And then we can do the same thing on the other side. And that'll give us a little bit of extra thrust going that way. And then I need to put in a tube up there. So let's go ahead and do that. All right. We are slowly making progress. And this is basically building an entire base, so forgive me if this is going slow. All right, so what I want to do is I want to put in a corner piece here, but it's not going to let me because currently this block here is in the way. So what we have to do now, if I can do this without taking damage, great. Okay, so now we're going to reverse this guy. And then because we're now moving in a positive direction and we actually have an upper limit, when we get to it, it should stop. So waiting on that, we'll head back up to the front. Okay, dropping down carefully. Okay. So now we just need to wait for that guy to stop spinning. Oh, and if I can get access to that battery that is wrong. Oh, and I just fell. Crap. Okay, so it's none of those. Okay, let's go. Go faster. Okay. Those ones are all correct. And I checked those ones and the ones on the other side. So it's got to be the one that's coming. Let me guess, that's where... Okay, good. It's not going to stop there. All right. See how these all have like the power cells kind of towards the rear of the ship? That one that I put in there, this one right there, did not do that. So we have to fix it. Because it's like power cells on the bottom, power cells on the bottom, power cells on the bottom, and then this one is like power cells like on the opposite side. Can we get in here? Okay. Oh no, 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 no. Okay, no, we can deal with this. So when it comes down here, those will get dumped out, and then we can set the new battery up in there. We want it to go, yeah, like that. I think. No, no, no. We want it to go like that. Okay. All right. And hopefully that will be fixed. Yeah, so now we've got that on the bottom, and it's not going to bother me anymore, hopefully, so progress. Okay, so heading back. Shouldn't you have stopped by now there, sir? Are you gonna stop? Can you stop? Do I need to make you stop? Are you not registering your angle at the moment? Okay, hang on. Okay, so I have no idea what angle that's at the moment. Did I name that? I need to name that. Okay, so we're gonna call this the pill rotor. Okay. And now we need to get in at, actually let's sit so we can recharge at the same time. Okay, so now the pill rotor is currently at 155. So if we okay, so we do have an upper limit set. So if we set this at 2, hopefully that will stop at 0. Let's make this 1. Now let's make this 0.5. And now it just didn't even stop. Okay, sir, I need you to fix yourself. If that's a thing that you can do. It doesn't have the inertial tensor on there. And I did hit reverse, didn't I? Okay, now I hit reverse. So apparently the thing can stop just fine. Oh, I have 0 braking torque. That's if you turn it off though, so not what I'm looking for. Negative 0.1. And then 0. Okay. So that guy should now be completely straight. It is. Okay, good. All right, so now we need to get to the hinges for K menu. There we go. Hinges. So both of these we have to reverse. That will send those both down. And then with that, we should be able to put in that block up there. And then, if I am correct, which hopefully I am, because the pipe corner is actually smaller than the full block here, it should be able to turn around it with no issues. So I'm going to do the same thing over on this side. Right, so we needed this guy, and then we need this guy. Okay. And then we'll go back to these two guys, and then we will reverse these again. And they should rotate right around that, because I think this is small enough to where it won't actually clip through. Yeah. Okay, great. So now we can get our conveyor tubes to the front, and then we still have space for thrusters here. So let me throw the other one on here. Now, these are just small thrusters. I think I might still put a single large thruster in the front somewhere. Okay, so now, how do we want to do this? Okay, I have an idea. Okay, so we're going to take these kind of half blocks here, and then we're going to, no, that's not where you're supposed to go. Sir, not where you're supposed to go. Okay, so we'll throw that on there, and then we'll grab these larger blocks. I need you to flip that way, and then we'll throw these on here. These are clipping a little bit. Is there a different way for me to do? Oh, wait. No. We can't do that. Ignore me. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Because we'd be covering up the tube here, which is what we don't want to do. Okay. So then the other option would be to take these pieces. We want to rotate it that way. And then have this go into something. I mean, probably a conveyor junction. So then we'll do the same thing over here, have that go into a conveyor junction. Okay, so then that should wrap around there, and then we can bring this in if we need to. But we don't have to. But then again, if we're going to be bringing the front of the ship to a point, we probably should. Okay, so we're going to put another corner on here. I still don't know how this is all going to look when it's all done, but right now I'm just trying to get it so that way I can do stuff. Okay, so then that will do for that, and then we can build regular solid blocks outside of here. And then we should be able, I think, yeah, so we should be able to put this right on top of that rotor, but I'm wondering if that's the way that I want to do it or not. So do we have, we don't. Okay. So I was thinking of like a solid piece that has like this corner removed from it. So it would be like a full block, just missing that whole thing. That probably would have been ideal. But since I don't have it, we'll just go with this. Then again, I don't, man. See, I don't want this interfering with this thing spinning around at all, because if we're going to get this thing to work, it needs to be able to spin. So I think what we're going to do here, that looks terrible. I'm not going to be able to do anything with that. Okay, so we'll rotate this here. So that way it kind of goes, I don't know, there. And then, let's see, you need to go this way. Okay. And then that gives just that extra little bit of space for that piece. And then we need to throw in a half block. And then from the half block, we want to put in a rotor. Now, the thing is that this rotor is not going to want to go in here because of this block. So we're going to see if we can kind of cheat it a little bit. So this should give it like a full 2 blocks. Okay, just like that. So you see how the block kind of goes like into the pill. But because this is set up, you know, properly. All right, so we're going to go and throw this guy back in. And then we need the rotor piece. No, I need the rotor head. There we go, rotor part, whatever. Okay, and then, okay, so we're going to throw that in there, and that should be able to go. Okay, and then we can attach. Okay, good. And then we're going to drop the torque down to nothing. And then we're going to turn this guy off. Okay, so then this is just providing a little bit of support. This isn't going to do any of the turning. So we're going to call this pill rotor off. That way, at least we know which rotor it is, and we know not to use it. Okay, and then from here, that's going to be a long way to drop, isn't it? Okay, so I can drop on the inside. All right, now can I get up in there to place that other half block? And the answer is yes. Okay. So now our rotor is supported from both sides. Our pill is supported from both sides. This still shouldn't interfere with the opening of that part of the door. Unless it is. Okay. Yeah, it gets stuck. Okay. Well, shit. Let me think. Okay, is there any other thing that we can put in here that can hold everything but not use up the top half of the block? And the answer is yes, there is something like that we can use. The only thing is, what is it going to look like if I use it? So it would be not that piece, but the other half of that piece, so like the smaller one. And then we would put that in there. Additionally, we could use the quarter block. Oh, I don't think I wanted to do that. Yeah, I really don't think I wanted to do that. But I mean, it's a good thing that we got it supported on both sides, right? So yeah, fun times. Yeah. Okay, so if we go with the quarter block, is it gonna let us? Okay, so quarter block. So this thing, right? I don't know if that can still connect onto the rotor, but we'll try it. Oh, it can. Okay. Good. Okay, so then we will attach, and that guy is, I don't know what it's doing. Hey, bud, what are you doing right now? Yeah, can we reverse you? Okay. So it reversed to -90. Okay, so it just flipped everything around. Okay. So if we want the upper limit to be... Okay. Let me see if I can figure this out. And then, so that will be good for that. And then this we're going to make -180. And then we'll see if that works. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we're good again. Now I just have to replace this. Okay. And then we'll throw in another one of these quarter pieces. And then we'll get rid of this one as well, which is going to disconnect out of there. Okay. So then we do quarter piece. And then we do the rotor head part. And then we... Okay, can we get in here? Okay. And then we attach that. Okay, so now everything is attached again. And this is really, really janky. Oh my god. I would not recommend this, but I believe it will work now. Ooh, is that going to go all the way up? Okay, it looks like it did. Ooh, okay. So it works, even with all that stuff there, so that's what we're going to have to go with. I was a little worried about that. I mean, maybe it would look better with like the full 1x2 tip. Because I mean, if it's flipping out this way, then what goes this way doesn't really matter, but it will fit onto the rotor better. And I guess there's really only one. I just sat on the chair like 5 minutes ago. Like, what are you doing? There, I'll sit on the chair again. You happy? You know what? I don't want to spend too much time on this part in particular. I do want to keep on building the rest of the ship. So we're just going to skip over this part for now. If it's bothering me that bad, I'll come back and fix it some other time. But for now, we do need to start building out in the front. And then figure out what we want the tip shape of our ship to look like. So we've got this. Everything is being held in place, which is great. Let's start over here on this end and work on how we want this thing to look. So I could put another piece over here to kind of cover up this a little bit, maybe. But at the same time, if... Well, no. Okay, so we're going to go and throw in a half block in here again. Not that one. Okay, so we're going to throw this in there. And then down here, we're going to go with the 2x1 tip, if it wants to work with me. Okay, so then that'll just kind of end like right there. I suppose I could build this out, but that would look kind of weird. And then from here, I can start kind of bending this in. So we'll take another 2x1 tip, and we'll throw that on there. And then from here, I can put a solid block, and up there I can put a solid block. So let's go ahead and do that. And then this is just for structure's sake. And I need to get in here again. Okay. And then we're going to throw in another block here. We have room to actually do stuff here. So I'm not sure how I want all of this to actually go. I do know that I want this to be kind of like the front of the deck. So this is kind of going to be like the landing pad thing. So we are going to need a, and this is half block, isn't it? Oh, but it's half block on the top. Okay, so yeah. So this will be fine. And then I want this. So we've got that kind of going through here. I think I want to kind of angle that around and bring that around to the front. No, I don't want to do that. Maybe I'll bring this up. I'll change this and have it go up instead. Then bring it out over here this way, and then that'll put the block. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so we're going to do that. So we're going to go back over here, and then we're going to rotate this guy up, and then over, and then, if I can get in here, out, like that. And then we're going to need a straight tube. One more straight tube. And then a junction box. I suppose it doesn't really matter which way that goes. We're not going to see it anyways. Oh, that was fun. Okay, running back up to the top then. Okay. So, and then from here, we're going to throw a connector on here. And then we're going to build our base kind of around it. Now, how do we want this to go? Okay, so we still have to leave space for the pill to go around. So we are going to go with this guy again here, kind of like what's already there. And then we will get yeah, half blocks. We'll get them going into here, and then we'll throw in, well, actually, before I do that, let's adjust this guy. And then go that way, and then go that way, and then if I can get in there, good. Go that way, and then get the straight tube in there, and then another one there. Okay. So that is sort of done. Okay, so now we need this piece. All right, so then gotta go. Nope. Okay, like that, I think. Yeah. Okay, so that leaves us still space for the tube thing here. And then from here going up to there, we're going to use, I think it's in this menu. Yeah, so we're gonna go this way. No, that's not gonna work. Okay, so that's a 45 and that's a grr. Okay, maybe I won't worry about it because I'm wasting too much time worrying about things that I don't really need to be worrying about. Okay. So then we can do that. Oh no, that looks terrible. That looks terrible. I don't like that at all. Is there something better that I can do? Because I want it to connect here to here. So what I need is that block that's got like the quarter piece taken out of it. How do I want to do this? Okay, so let's go back into here. No, that looks absolutely terrible. Yeah, that looks terrible. But it does what I need. And then, so that makes a solid connection from there to there. And then, yeah, I don't really have very much for options in here. Yeah, this is all pretty terrible. So, I mean, I suppose this doesn't really matter too much. I mean, I could do it like this honestly, and it probably would be fine. And then we need to throw in that piece again. Okay, so that needs to go, okay, not this way, but that way, and then rotated, right? No. Yeah, like that. Okay, so that just gives a little bit of extra area for that to spin around without doing any clipping. We might clip a little bit on the corners, but I think that'll be fine. And then with that, we just go with a normal block. And then we can run this all the way out to the edge here. And then for here, going up to there, I do want to kind of like bring it in a little bit. So we're going to go with this piece here, and then that'll give us our solid connection from the wall to the deck. And then around the deck, we're going to put a railing, so I'm not really worried too much about that. Okay, so that's what that is going to look like. And then, yeah, so then from this point, we can start building around here and getting our cone sort of shape going on. We'll bring it in. So yeah, so we'll probably do a 2x1, a full 2x1, and then we'll do a 45, and then whatever's left over in the front. But then again, I don't like how exposed this is all going to look in here. Because that whole section right there has got to stay free because that's where the rotor rotates to. So it's just going to look kind of bad, but at the same time, there's not really much I can do about it. I mean, and it spins as it is right now, so let me think. I do want to put some positive placement in there to kind of make sure that rotor is in there good. And we'll throw that in there as well. Okay. So we've got that. Now, when we rotate that guy, it should, yeah, so these things right here will actually go down a little bit. So something I could do, I don't know if I want to, but I could, is put in like a 2x1 kind of going down towards the front. And the reason that I would maybe want to do that is that way I could kind of angle this down. So get a conveyor tube, corner down and then corner out, and then have that connect to a large thruster. Have that put it in the front, and then from there I can have this kind of go down and around and kind of like wrap around it. And then the thruster itself would actually be the cone or the nose of the ship. So I think that's the way that I want to go. I'm going to have to recharge again. All right, so we are at 43 minutes, so we still have plenty of time. Then we will recharge, drink some water. Good stuff. All right, so, okay, and then from here we can actually start building the rest of the way out. Yeah, so we'll do the same thing over here on this side. All right, and then from here back, we need to put, did I do those over here on this side? Yeah, I did, okay. Right, so we're gonna do the 2x1 tips, then rotate that down. Okay, so there's that going all the way through. Okay, so now we need to start building out from here. So I have something to stand on. Okay, so we want this to go, I said down and then out, right? I think that's what I said. Hopefully that can get on there. Good. Now this isn't really helping me much because I do need to get under there to put stuff on. But for now, I guess we'll just make do with what we got. Can we get off of this tube, please? Thank you. Okay. So then we'll throw, not a connector. Okay, so we'll have that go down. That's going to be a long way to drop. That's going to hurt. Is it going to let me? No. Okay. So we have to go down. That hurt. Okay. All right. So that looks like it's going straight out. Okay. So that's that. And then the large thruster itself, I think, is a 3x3. That is freaking huge. Okay. So let me see. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So that is a 3x3. So we can continue building out on the front until we get kind of to the front of this guy. And then as far as protecting this, we're going to put on some 45s. Now I do have to check to make sure that these won't interfere with the operation of the door, and they might. So I might have to change the upper limit of that rotor so that it only goes out to like 45 or something. But for now, I guess we'll just give it a try, see what happens. Okay, so no clang yet. Still no clang. Oh, perfect. That is perfect. It goes right to the edge. Okay, great. Great, 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 great. Okay, so I am not worried about that at the moment then. Okay, yeah, so now it's just kind of getting, I mean, I don't know how I want this whole thing to look, but I know that we're going to have to go out a little bit, and then I could do half blocks actually instead of full blocks. That way I can kind of keep it a little bit tighter knit. Okay, so that will work for that. And then we need to throw in the... Okay, we'll throw in that, and then we will throw in that. Okay. And then from here, we can kind of get a little creative with how we connect everything. So this is going to have to go... Probably going to have to put in a couple of 2x1s in here. So let's go ahead and do that and see where they end up. And then everything should still flow because we've got the 2x1 tip here. So we'll do that. And then we'll throw in a tip. And then behind this, we're going to need blocks, obviously. Ow. Okay, so there's that. We'll throw that in there and throw that. Or do I want to have turrets up in the front too? That might not be a bad idea. That really might not be a bad idea. So we will hold off on putting anything in there for now. And then I'm going to need another 2x1. Okay, rotate, and then have that go out to a tip. Okay, so then that will bring us right to the edge, which is enough for a turret to fit there. So that's actually good. trying to think of the best way to do this. So what do I have that could fit in here? Okay, so let's throw in another 45 there. And then we'll get in this guy here. Okay, and then we'll go into the 9 menu. And then we need, not this one, not that one, not that one. Oh, hey, isn't that the thing that's missing the thing? That's the thing that I need. Right there, it's in the 9 menu. Oh, man. Okay, so they did make that block. So that's one where it's missing like a quarter or half of a quarter. Yeah, that's the piece that I want in there. Or wherever. So I will have to remember that that is in there. Okay, so now we're going to go and bring this out. Okay, and now how do we want to get this in here? Okay, so we're going to go back into the 9 menu. Let's see, we want this, no. Rotate, no, other way. Okay. So that'll kind of connect into here. And then we bring in this guy. Okay. And then or no. I think we want to keep that just like that. Can we not get stuck in the corner, in the cracks? Can we get out, please? Is this like not a thing that I can do? Can I please get out? Jeez. Okay. So here we can, well, see, I kind of want to keep this size out. Is that going to get me up high enough? Nope. I don't even think that's in the right spot. Okay, so is that, can I not get at that? Apparently not. Get over here into the corner. Okay, can I get at that block? Okay, good. Okay. So now I want to use that block, yeah, this one here. Okay, and have that go out like that. And then have that go, yeah, so we'll keep that kind of in there like that. And then this piece here, I want to take out. And then over here, we can do the 8th block, whatever corner things. No, go that way. Okay, so we'll do that. And then in the 9 menu, we'll go back into this guy. And have that kind of connect in there like that. So it gives it kind of like a weird shape, I guess. And then I need you to be another angle going up so I can get at this guy. If you will let me get at that guy. Okay. And then we're going to do the 8th block, and then we're going to do the, yeah, the point block, just like that. Okay. So that's good. And then that gives us lots of stuff to actually build onto here. And then what do we have? Okay, so then that's all going back like that. I think it gives it kind of like a, did I fall in the crack again? I fell in the crack again. Okay, I think it gives it kind of like an interesting look. And of course, like if I, you know, was good at painting and I actually put some paint on here, it'd probably look better. But that should give me enough to build, I don't know, something in here. Now if I put the turret right there, because the turret is the turret a 3x3? don't remember. I thought it was a 3x3. Yeah, it's a 3x3. Yeah. So if I put the turret up in there, I'm not going to be able to put anything on this block here or anything here. So that would kind of leave this whole thruster thing open. I don't know, I could bump it out like an extra block and have it be kind of out here. And then I could kind of build like around this just to give it some protection. I don't know. But for now, I just have to replicate everything that I did on that side onto this side. And then the 9 menu. Okay. And then we need to put that piece on top of there. 2 of them, actually. Okay, so I forget which piece it was that I had in here. Hi, which piece did I use? Okay, so I used a 45 corner. Okay, so 45 corner. And then from here, I used the 9 menu to build, was it, I think it was not that one or that one. I think it was this one. No, it was not that one. This one. Okay. Yeah, I think that was correct. And then I used that block here to go all the way out to the side. Apparently I'm low on energy again. Great. And we're at 57 minutes, so we spent a lot of time on this so far. I think 90% is good. Okay. And then from here, we did a point and then an 8th block. So let's get the point in here. And then we did the 8th block, which is in the 8 menu. And then on the other side of that piece, I had that thing. Okay. And okay, so that's in the 9 menu. And I don't think it's this one. No, this isn't right. Okay, hang on. What did I do here? Okay, so I had the piece that goes from an 8th to a 45, which is this one. But it doesn't fit in there like that one. Because I put the wrong piece in there. Yeah. Okay. So this is correct here, but this piece has to be fixed, and that piece had to move over one more. Yeah. Okay. So let's build another ramp thing. And then we'll throw, nope, not there. Rotate, there we go, okay. And then we need to get rid of this block. If I can get in there the rest of the way, okay. All right, and now we need the block that's gonna fit in there properly, which is in the 9 menu. Was it this one or was it this one? Let me see. So the 45 is there, but we don't need the 45. We actually need, I think we actually need this one. Okay, so that needs to go this way. No. Yeah, like that. Okay, and then we had kind of like a little flat part here, right? Yeah, okay. And then we have that there. And so that piece there has got to go. If I can get to it. Hi, are you gonna let me get to you? Is that like not a thing you're gonna let me do? Can we get in here anywhere? No. Okay, fine. Okay. So then we need one more 45 in here. And then we need the corner. There we go. Okay. Now I don't need these anymore. And we don't need that guy anymore either. Okay. So we've kind of got this all duplicated on the other side. We've got all that figured out, and now we just need the 2x1s over here to go out. And then I think I had regular old blocks in here. I think that's what I had. And then we'll go into the 8 menu and get our large pieces. Okay, and then flip you around like that, and then get our tips. Okay, and then get our large piece again, if I can get in there. Nope. Yep. Okay. Now, is that how... Oh, no. I'm off. Why am I off? Am I off? I look off. Why am I off? I'm off. Oh, right. Because I extended that one more block, whereas this is coming off right there. Okay. Oh my god. But we are over an hour. So unfortunately, I think I'm just going to have to end the video here. We'll take a look at what we've got so far. I mean, we've made a lot of progress as far as like the front of the ship is going to look. I mean, this looks really ugly right now, but I am going to put some blocks kind of around it. That will hopefully fix that a little bit. We've got kind of the corner kind of moving towards the front of the ship. So this is going to be a beefy ship, like no doubt. And then we have our... we can see the top. So we're going to have our deck up here for landing flying crafts. We've got our hangar down below for rovers. This whole area in here, we're going to build kind of up and to the back. We're going to enclose it. And then up on top of here, we're going to have our bridge and our living area. And then all we have to do after that is kind of build out the bottom area or the back area so that we can kind of protect all this stuff. And yeah, and then that's pretty much it. We still need to put some cargo containers. They're going to go in there. We're going to get 2 large ones, one on either side. That should have more than enough storage for whatever it is that we need. Hopefully those 2 large thrusters on the bottom will give us enough thrust. And we do have the 2 large hydrogen containers right there. So, and those are over 25% full, so that's good. I mean, it's coming together. I mean, it's looking sort of decent. I'm a little... I don't know how I feel about this whole area here, but we do need this to be open so that way this can open out. So there's not really much we can do in there. I mean, I suppose... Well, no, we can't even do that. So, because once this is turned all the way up, this edge right here is going to be up here, and it's going to go down this way. So even if I wanted to, I couldn't put anything in here. Yeah. So we're just kind of stuck there. It does give it kind of like an interesting look. And then, you know, once I get this built more, it'll start looking more like a ship. But for now, that's what I got. It's got sort of a design concept going for it, sort of. kind of, maybe. I might throw some glass all along the edge here. And yeah, I mean, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so it is coming together. The carbon fiber looking thing, that's the heavy armor blocks. Everything that is gray is the light armor blocks. And yeah, I mean, it's a work in progress. But this ship actually should be able to also get us off the planet. And then whenever we need to dip down for some more fuel, we can just come down here, refill up our hydrogen, and be good to go. So yeah. Hour 5. And it only used up 5.1 gigs. That's interesting. Whenever I go over, it's usually over 6 gigs, sometimes 7 gigs, but this one, not so much. All right, so I will see you guys in the next video. Hope you have a good day, and I'll see you then.